offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded right around the 8. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On now is the Titans punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. That's taken inside his own 40. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by their left-handed quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
On first down, this is Adams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They run on 2nd down with Adams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Larson. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Got him. And a loose football. It's going the other way. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Point after here coming up. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A little juke. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. This one complete to Patton. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now a give, right side. Patton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty. Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How did they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 2nd and 4. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. A run up the middle, Adams. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run again with Adams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Larson. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. And they'll bring out 4th.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back out comes San Antonio. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd down, it's Patton. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. On second down now. It's Patton, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. They'll set up a throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And that is no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Out come the Titans now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Again, here's Adams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Up the middle they go with Adams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. It's design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. second down. It's Patton.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And it'll be Titan football.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll begin here with Adams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. On 3rd down, they go with Adams. Now the ball comes loose. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Once more, Adams on 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
Now they run out of the shotgun with Adams. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. On the handoff, Adams here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man.
4th and short, and in this part of the field, you just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake. But Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it, and they were ready for it and stopped it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Looking left side, he's got it complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on third. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They're going to look to throw. Completes this one to Meredith.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Meredith. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dreadnoughts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Larson. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On now is the Titans punter, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. From there, we head south to Texas. Check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. The Cowboys looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons trying to hold on and claim victory. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. And meanwhile, for the Titans, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think he
tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd.
And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
On to give, it's Adams. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists, stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Back out comes San Antonio. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Catch number 44 of on the year. It's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Gets it to Meredith, complete.
The pass complete to number 14. 4 yards on the pickup.
Back to throw again.
At the 35-yard line.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
The pass on first down. Complete to number 88. A 5-yard gain. Brings up
2nd and 14.
At the 16-yard line.
His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is set away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Back out comes San Antonio. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Patton, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Well, for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A carry for Adams.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 2.
Looking to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. And some room to work. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run it here with Adams. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
And the Titans first down. First and 10 at the 50.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
His impatience has to be bothered over trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Back out comes San Antonio.
They have picked up right where they left off in half number one, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now.
Complete to number 6. A gain of 7 yards.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fires one, but incomplete. And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
It's now fourth down.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Larson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. It's a give to Adams out of the shotgun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Adams. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Larson. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He'll look to throw. This is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Takes it at the 7.
And the Titans getting set to go.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Larson. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Second and 11. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to wind up and air it out.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Patton, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
On second down, it's Patton. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on first down. Patton. And a short gain here down to the 22. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patton. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Dreadnoughts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Under pressure, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a man open down the middle of the field. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away. Incomplete.
Has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out comes San Antonio. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening. A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Patton, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On second down now. It's Patton, and he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they go. Patton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be. He's got a man complete. He's at the 30, 10, 5.
middle. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for San Antonio, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.